Okay, we got one person in the stream. I would like to welcome everyone on today's stream. Just like yesterday, we're gonna have a look in the PNG Winter Experience beta version. We had an update for the slippery roads and just the roads itself. We've covered a route from north of Finland to Baltic DLC yesterday, and today, just so everyone's kind of aware, we're going to be driving from the kind of middle grounds of Norway all the way up to the north of Norway. We might do more than one route. We'll see how long it will take us to get through here. This route probably be a bit longer than your normal kind of a highway route, and we've got some single lanes in here. I would actually want to modify this a bit. We'll actually drive through here. EP07, hi there my man. At the moment I'll not be able to tell what the price will be, as Damien did not set the price yet, so that is still to be kind of found out. Okay guys, we're going to be on our way. As people join in, we'll be able to review where we are and just kind of where we going and all. Yeah, straight away I could actually sense the tires slipping and kind of fighting for the snow. Just like yesterday in the previous streams, we're not going to be driving the same kind of weather conditions. We'll try to switch it up a bit of night, a bit of snowfall. EP07, no, this is the Glover's man. This is not the SCS man, so it just uses its own sounds. EVR sounds or Max's sounds for the man, but the sounds that it comes with are very good as well. So here's a hi there, my man. I still need to send you those bits on Discord. Once I catch up with everything, I'm gonna send them through. There's just one thing we're gonna do. The game is extremely loud at the moment. To be honest, it shouldn't be. Let me just turn down the engine slider. Okay, we got a few more people joining. For anyone that just joined in, we're going to be checking out the PNG Winter Experience beta version. We're going to be covering basically Norway, from around middle of Norway up to north of Norway. AP07. No, the analog dashboard is from Glover's as well. Mamluk, how you doing? How much my mods weigh? My whole mods folder is around 110, 120 gigabytes, but then I've got a lot of open mods. So yeah, like the PNG versions, just because I test all the PNG content, I've got everything in just open folders, so it's not very, it's not zipped or anything like that. Gaming with Gifford. How you doing, my man? I'm glad that you came in to have a look at what we're doing here. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I wanted to choose that route, and especially up from Trondheim as well. The route is a bit more scenic than the previous route that the advisor was advising to take. Yeah, here's a, as I said, I'm gonna send you that once I finish the stream. It is possible, it just needs to be done in a specific way. Look, to be honest, I've not seen a lot of mod packs for ETS2. It's more of a farming simulator thing. I should add some brutal traffic, yeah? Brad, how you doing, my man? I'm glad that you came in to have a look in the PNG winter experience. Gaming will give her. To be honest, I don't use a lot of mods from Modland or any mod sites. The mods I'm using, it's either I purchased them or. To be honest, I don't really get mods from mod sites no more. I used to back in the day, like we're talking 2016, 17. I kind of limit the amount of mods that I've got. And if I've got some mods, they're just mods that I purchased or it's very slippery, like extremely well. I mean, it is controllable, but you just need to adjust the speed. As you have to have a look on the website, what it says at the moment. But yeah, the last update, I'm not sure if it was this one or the other one. The last update was paid, so yeah. How many times I want to use winter? Until we release it, and then possibly in future recordings as well. But at the moment, I'm kind of driving it, testing it at the same time. Dogeman, at the moment it's not released yet. It's still in testing, but the release is very soon. Yeah, thank you for the sub, man. Thank you, mate. EPO7, just to kind of get back on your question, it just makes sense for me to kind of play the winter experience at the moment, as apart from me just kind of displaying it to you guys, I can still test bits and see if there's anything to be improved. Michał Zatalce, dzięki wielkie, dzięki panie. Josh, thanks so much, mate. I'm glad that you're liking it. Yeah, it does look amazing though. Yes, we're gonna get some heavier kind of snowfall down. See how this works. Well, not heavy snowfall, but a bit more fog. As well. Josh, this is PNG Winter Experience. Better. From time to time I'll try to change the weather conditions just to kind of display all the options that we've got. Josh, it's not out yet, but you can have a look on PNG Facebook page and the website and just follow that till it's released. It's not that far away from release as well. Trackers game, how you doing, my man? Glad that you decided to come and just have a look on what the PNG winter experience looks like. Give us. So I guess you're doing them in a shorts kind of a form? Because I've seen people do streams in a vertical resolution as well. It's not bad, to be honest. You can still kind of get people on the stream as well. I've encountered those kind of streams quite a lot as well, and I'm just going through shorts. I mean, it might be a bit harder to get views that way, but to be honest, as long as you're kind of sharing your passion, sharing what you like to do, it's going to come. It's just important to kind of always try to get quality content out. ABCH, how you doing, my man? Thank you for tuning in today as well. I appreciate your presence in the stream yesterday. Did I ever try vertical streaming? I did not. Not really something that I would go into. I'm quite happy with the way I'm streaming at the moment. So, and to be honest, at the moment, it's not like my streams are very regular. We'll probably get to that point at some time, but. Good morning, how you doing, my man? Ferro Cruz, how you doing? I've got a server on ETS2. What do you mean, like a convoy server or Discord server or? Because I do not have either, so yeah. I do not have any servers for ETS2. Okay guys, we got 20 people in the stream. I'd like to thank everyone who came over and decided to just have a look on me driving the PNG winter experience. ABCH, it's very close to a release, to be honest. So this is still a beta, but more in a maybe not final product, but it's very close to a release. Can you have my paid mod link? Which mod are you referring to? Ferrocruz, no, I do not have any convoy servers. As where I'm testing PNG or other bits, I'll not be able to actually I'll not be able to drive with anyone. Yeah, you can send me a DM. I'll have a look after the stream. Oh, you mean the MIN mod? This is the Man by Glover, the TG3. The beta is quite stable. We had few major bugs that we managed to kind of sort out and spot. But at the moment, it's mostly just visual bits. So me finding out textures that are not fully converted into the winter foliage or winter textures. So yeah, now it's just catching out those bits and see if there's any regularities with anything that pops up. So is at the moment I'm using the preset that it's going to be dropped along with winter experience. PDA Gaming, how you doing, my man? I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you decided to join us. Guys, we got a bit more people on the stream now. I just wanted to kind of display what we're going to cover. So we started around Donbass. We're going to go all the way down to Honningsvåg, north of Norway. So we still got quite a lot of ground to cover. PDA Gaming DC adjustment. It's just basically a mod that enables you to adjust the seat in any way that you want, because straight from the bat every truck has a limitation within the seat movement, and there are mods, or you can kind of make a mod yourself and put it into a game where you can just take that limit off. Yes, I am working on the next version of Reset. You could have a look on Patreon. It's something different this time around. The GPS mod is the part of the truck, the MAN truck by Glover. Where would you like me to write? You can contact me through Patreon or Facebook if you find me. JP Productions, how you doing, man? I'm glad that you decided to join in. Yeah, this is a you know what? Go on Steam Workshop and type in seat adjustment or seat or anything like this for ETS or ATS. For ETS, you've got around 6 to 7 mods that cover that. So just type in seat. Some of them are called seat increasement, some of them are called extended seat settings. They're called differently. So just head over to Steam Workshop and just type in seat. You'll see the options in there. There's more of these mods for ETS2 than there is for ATS. Get in touch with me after the stream. You can send me a message on Patreon. You got the link down in the description. Well, JP Productions, if you're on the stream, would you be able to just write the message to BDA Gaming on chat? So you can have a look in the seat adjustment mod on Steam Workshop, if it's not a problem. as you can see, some of the ornaments that were created for the winter Nordics DLCs. See it on the lampposts. They're actually quite nice, to be honest. Yeah, look at, yeah, how you doing, my man? Yeah, they look incredible, look very nice. They're not the same in each city. There's a variance of them as well, so different cities will get different kind of ornaments. In some cities you will find the same things on the lamppost, but mostly they will differ city to city. I was just looking for a comment. Yeah, at the moment, it looks like there's no snow in the tunnel. I mean, the snow on the road will still stay in the tunnel, but I've not seen any snowfall in the tunnel. Sweet gaming, thanks so much, mate. I'm glad that you decided to join the stream. Yeah, just regarding the tunnels, there shouldn't be any snowfall in the tunnel, at least I've not seen it. But yeah, there will be snow on the roads. You won't be able to just change the tunnel bits out. I know that look at, but you know what I do? I mean, I know that everyone has their own ways, but what I've got around, I don't know, 20 profiles for different maps, for those 1-to-1 maps, 1-to-5 maps, all of that. I keep one profile out just for winter as well, so maybe that's something that you'd want to do as well. To be honest, for me, it's not very uncommon for me to just throw out all my mods and rearrange them again, so I do that quite often, to be honest. But now, like in previous versions, you would miss out promods, yeah, promods, and especially those Norway, Sweden, those parts. But now we've got the Nordics DLC. There's a lot of ground to cover if it comes for PNG winter experience. And next year you'll have Benelux and all those new places. So yeah. Danny, how you doing? At the well, it's not that it's replacing the sectors, because we're not doing this sector by sector, but it's just more the textures. And most of the textures are appearing in different sectors, so you will not be able to take a sector out. As when you're replacing the textures for it, you're replacing all of the textures that have been laid out, so you'd have to go into map editor and then adjust it in that way, but yeah. Yeah, 100%. You have Nordics, you have Benelux, England is coming in as well. So I think that within the next 2-3 years, even if you get winter experience, you know, you in the next 2-3 years, you might be able to drive nearly the whole map in way better quality than at the moment. So, or even before Nordics released, to be honest, the Nordics is such a great addition. ABCH, yeah, I can speak to him and have a look. Danny, as long as you're using base maps, there shouldn't be any crashes. As long as you're not using any mods that will interfere with map sectors, you should be fine. Josh, yeah, that might be the case. That might be the case. Yeah, Danny, I've drove through most of the countries now. I've not had any crashes, any failed sector mergers, but that's why we'll go through testing as well to weed out all the issues that we might have. We had some lightning going on in there. There's some snowstorm. Scottish Modern, no. The PNG Winter Experience will not work on any combo maps, just the base map and the DLCs. It is 1000%, yeah. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, I've not tried the Christmas Village made by SCS, but I guess this is way better than that. I mean, you can have a look. You can always test, you know, whatever you want. You know, once you get the mod, you can test it with whatever, and see if it's going to work or not. Luca, 100%, 100%. Those are some beautiful landscapes and some beautiful roads. It's, to be honest, it's a shame now, because when they were supposed to release it, that was what, 2022, 2021, where they were kind of thinking about dropping it. I know that it changed past 2022, but that was the same time as Iberia, so Spain and Portugal. I'm just talking about the quality of the map itself. Because if you were to kind of put it against Nordics or West Balkans, that DLC would not look that great nowadays. Yeah, Danny, I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect anyone who works, but PNG Winter Experience might be the mod that has the more kind of texture depth than any other winter mod out there. Look, they could have done anything. I mean, well, I guess it's politics at that point, so yeah. So gaming, no, I'm using the seat adjustment mod, just basically a mod that allows you to adjust your camera in any way that you want, and there's no limitations in that. Look at, but you know what? I'm using the Sibir map from the SCS forum. and to be honest, it kind of replaces what that DLC could be. So you could have a look at that. I mean, it's the cyber map. In my opinion, it's one of the best made map out there if you're talking about 1:19 scale. ABCH, that's the effect that SnowyMoon does. If I was stopped, that snow would not, well, it's not low res snow, it's just the motion blur applying to snow as well. If I stop, the motion blur effect will stop as well. You could decrease it by, if you go into your motion blur, you can if you take off motion blur, it's not blurring it out. If you add it, the more you add it, the more it blurs it out. You keep it as well. Keep it at 6. My game looks smooth because I make a smooth, well, I make it kind of run smooth at 60 FPS because it does not really matter what FPS you're running, because you could run 144 FPS and still be choppy and it will not look smooth at 60 FPS. I basically set my monitor to 120 Hz. I set the average window length in the config to 120. Then I run the VSync mod. The VSync mode is in laptop mode. I'm running PC, but I set it to laptop mode, so it just produces the frames smoothly, and then with 60 FPS you got smooth gameplay. Yeah, look, 100%. Yeah, that combo map is probably the best that you could get for 1:19 maps at the moment. So yeah, it doesn't look quite right, but the winter experience does look amazing. Just coming back about the smoothness part. At the moment, I'm keeping the latency below 6 milliseconds, which is extremely low. It drops to 0 at times, so you can get the smoothest kind of frames output that you can get. Okay guys, we're gonna change the time to morning time. As we drove in dark for some time now. This guy looks full. We'll continue for today. Just for the camera, just had to set something up. Hey guys, for anyone that joined in, just like to say big thanks for joining the stream and having a look at the PNG winter experience. I'm hoping that you're enjoying what you're seeing, and I'm hoping that you're having a good evening. Good Friday evening as well, so a lot of people clocked out of work and can just enjoy the weekend now. Gracias, Bratko. Hey, you're mixing Spanish with some Balkan language in there. Luca, let me have a look at that. Because you brought it in, and I know that you're from those kind of regions. Not promising anything, but that might be a good suggestion if you think that it should be done otherwise. Well, we're kind of close to releasing it at the moment, but I will see if there's anything that we can do about that. So Kevin, I'm glad to hear that. You installing and uninstalling it, yeah? You know what? Look, let me speak to Damien, yeah? I mean, as I said, I'm not promising anything, but that might be a valuable piece of feedback. We'll quickly sub up the weather. I just want to check something. We're gonna drive without snow for now. We'll see how it looks in more clear conditions. It's very slippery. Like if you're in full control, you're fine. But then once you get off track, you might be sliding for ages. Yeah, we got snow again. I've got my rain set to 100, so just wanted to check how quickly I actually changed the snowy conditions. I'm using Tobii Eye Tracker. Zaraz wejście, siema, siema. I'm all good, thank you for asking. How are you doing today? No, you shouldn't get any pink textures. If you're not using base 0, you could get pink textures. I've not encountered any. If you know that it's a specific bush, send a picture over to my Discord and just attach the game log with it. I'll have a look. Maybe something that I missed. You never know. The snow is gone. Yeah, you did say yesterday that you could not open your door. You had to go through the garage door. How you doing? Yeah, it will be a standalone mod. So you will not be using any of the PNG bases. It will just be the Winter Experience files. -5 is still cold, to be honest. I mean, YM it's like +5, +3, +5. You could kind of drift this thing, to be honest. Well, I'll not try to do it on the stream, but could probably put in a controlled slide. Oh, you're in Spain now, yeah. You wouldn't get much snow in there, but you can always fly out of Spain to. Well, there's quite a few countries that've got snow in Europe. -20, I heard that Well, I'm originally from where I was born, or near Wrocław. I heard that there was some crazy snowfall in there. Just want to check something quick regarding the weather itself. No, not that. Because if I set it to 0, we could actually get some sunny weather as well, because we've been driving with that snow for most of the times now. We'll drive without snowfall for now, to see how it looks. Release very soon. Not in the next 1 or 2 days, but it's coming soon though. I won't be able to tell you an exact date, but yeah, that's the worst, to be honest, when it snows. And it snows a lot, and then it just starts defrosting, and then you're left with just mush on the ground. Kieran, this is a Man by Glover. Man TG3 by Glover. Yes, it is paid, yeah. Yeah, the Garmin comes with the truck. There's, I think 2 versions of the Garmin. There's a newer one. This is the older version of the Garmin as well. So there's 2 Garmins. As you can see, there's a cable in here that goes to that Garmin. See that it's plugged in. You got the cable here, and then the cable go all the way down to the charge point. Then it goes all the way down there. Yeah, I guess that's a plus size to it. Yeah. At least when it's cold, it's not as bad. If you go above 0, then yeah. And that's alright then. At the moment, I think that the Man is 20 euros. He also got a Renault Range T as well, and I think that costs 15 euros. But to be honest, it's worth the price. It's worth the price. I gotta say, I'm very happy with the truck, and it comes with good sounds as well. I mean, I've mostly used paid sounds, but these ones they're very good. Yeah, I bet like countryside you'll see way more snow than in the cities. Because in the cities, you get most of it removed straight away. Well, it depends how heavy the snowfall is, but in the countryside, you could enjoy some proper snow in there. still got 1100 kilometers to go. That's a long way out. What I'll do, I want to bring the camera a bit higher up. See how that looks. Small change, but yeah, if there's a lot of snow, if you get a 4x4, it'll help you a lot. Super kanapka. Now I'm playing on Tobii eye tracker, it's not VR. Man, we're struggling up the hill. Crazy. Take your eye off the road for 1 second and you'll end up on those roadside kind of snow bumps. I've got any other mods running? At the moment, apart from PNG Winter and the truck, I only got skins for the trailers. Beam eye tracker is fine as well. I mean, whatever works, to be honest. If you got a camera and then it works fine, then it's fine. Luca, thanks so much, mate. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words and the fact that you've been with me throughout the journey since the beginning. Sometimes it would be like that, yeah. But maybe you're missing something out. I don't know. Why do you think that that's not it? I mean, maybe it's just that you enjoy watching it and don't really. I'm not sure. I think the passion for the trucks comes with it as well. If you like trucks, you know, there's like for myself. I like trucks, the truck setups and everything, and when I watch a bit on YouTube, you know, I always get the urge to kind of drive around and I get into the game and I drive around. So maybe you just need to find some inspiration for it. Luca, again, thank you so much. Logic, you deleted ETS2. Oh my god. See? One moment and you're done. It's good that we did not damage the truck. Logic, you know what? For a long period of time, I would only play ATS. Like, I grew up in Edmonton, Canada, so like those American style trucks were always kind of close to me. But like for longer period of time, I would just mainly play ATS. Pushix, it's a man by Glover and TG3. You purchased a sim rig and you're playing less than before. I can understand that. Cause I had that time of my life where I played a bit less as well. Crawford, don't drink and drive. Yes, 100%. Look, I wasn't even drinking anything, and then look what it cost. Yeah, ATS looks very good. I mean, especially with the latest states that came out, like everything. We got California that has been rebuilt that looks solid as well. But I think everything past Montana is fine as well. Like everything past Montana, starting with Texas, it's very good quality, and I love to drive in them. Police is overtaking us. God dang. There's a boy driving iRacing Assetto. Because I'm doing Le Mans Ultimate iRacing, and I don't really drive in Assetto Corsa that much, but it's mainly. Oh, I was doing a bit of Automobilista too as well, but that's offline. Because I've got a sim rig as well. I don't actually have a, a lot of people that play ETS and ATS, they go for more trucking style rig. I've got a sim rig with Sim Magic Alpha, so I'm closer to sim racing than actual trucking if you're looking at the setup. Okay guys, we're gonna get snow back on. Drove sometime without no snow. Well, we got snow everywhere, but I mean actual snow. Cool. I don't know, it's just there's something about that snow that I love. Like, I know that sometimes during winter you might not always get snowy conditions, but the snow in PNG just looks very good. Look how you see, we all kind of play the same thing. Freezy, I'm not sure if it's going to be released by then, but we'll be close to that. You know what, Mozza is good. Mozza is fine because you could customize in any way you want. You can add bits to it. So, Ed, thanks so much for the sub, mate. Thanks so much. To be honest, whatever gets you enjoyment is good. So if you went with Fanatec, it's fine. Mozza's fine. I started off with Thrustmaster T300, so that's a way way cheaper wheel than I've got at the moment, and I'll probably go with Moza if I would get a setup now. But back in the day, to be honest, if you're looking at something cheaper, you only had Thrustmaster and Logitech to choose from. Yeah, 12 newton meters is fine. I think it's quite optimal. It also it depends on the wheel, but if you're not getting any clipping, if it's like 12 newton meters and then you're not actually getting clipping, then it's plenty of force. Yeah, the Moza truck wheel is nice as well. Yeah, look, you went with Fanatic. Yeah, that's a classic, you know. Back in the day, you like, even I don't know, 4 years ago, if you want to get something better, you get Fanatic, and then you had those super expensive wheels. But Fanatic was the step up from anything else that was around, because Moza wasn't around. Sim Magic, a bit better build quality, but still quite affordable. I think that if you're talking about hardware and like steering wheels, the bases, the pedals and everything, it's a good time for people that are starting off. Way better than a couple of years ago. Because I remember when I was starting, like I would either pay 300 for the Thrustmaster, or the next option would be around 700 or 800 pounds for a Fanatic setup. So the price difference was quite a lot. But now, even if you don't really care about sim racing, you could get a Moza R3, and then you'll be fine. Yeah, I know about the financial situation. Yeah. I mean, it's probably partly due to the ecosystem as well. But yeah, they had some issues on the financial bit for the last couple of years. It doesn't affect the product itself, because the products are fine. Oh my god. You're more focused on installing 1,000 mods. My god. You probably spend more time installing mods than actually playing the game. But you did say that in the previous message that you install bits and uninstall them all the time, so don't remember to have some fun on the road as well with it once you install it and get it all looking nice. Look, 100%. Josh, so how I do it? Set my monitor to 120 Hz. I go to config. The last line, I change that to 120. So the average window length, change it to 120. The same frequency as the monitor. Then I go in game. I changed the vertical sync to laptop mode, so half the refresh rate. I set my FPS as 1/60, so 61, and it creates a smooth frame output, and I'll stay on 60 FPS. Heading around, just going through a comment, where will the winter version be finished? It's close to be finished now. We're just polishing off the last bits. It's basically just testing it and seeing if there's any foliage or other bugs still in the game. So any kind of green foliage that still needs to be changed, or any issues with geometry, because that comes into play as well. But it's very close to be released. I said, I know that there's a lot of people that have asked for it, and they've been asking like how much longer is that going to take, but if you're looking at the winter mod itself, it's roughly around 40,000 files that you need to get through to make sure that this runs fine. And with each update that SCS brings, there has to be changes made as well. So with every update there's something coming up. So we're kind of waiting to the point where, well, they're going to go through Benelux, they're going to go through England, then I guess going east. The only way to kind of have a stable way to not needing to update the mod as much as every update now is when they actually stop updating the base maps and only focus on DLCs. But there's still, well, a long way to go till they actually fix off all the base map stuff. So yeah. Look, it has to be like that, you know. It's just the standard, you know. Like, I'll get the version out. Damien's gonna send that to me. When I'm looking through that, I'll pick on like little small things, and then sometimes it takes hours to adjust that, just because I think that it looks odd or it could be improved. So one thing that you might want to improve sometimes sets you back quite some time. Is I'm not using VR, I'm using Tobii eye tracker. Yeah, it does include sliding physics. I'm kind of in control of the truck now, but if you try to slide, you could feel the wheels going through snow as well. So okay guys, because we're not going to be driving through night that long, just going to skip to the morning. Josh, yeah, I changed the average window length to 120 from 10. So the default value is at 10, and I change it to 120. Yeah, so regarding the physics, if you have a look at other sliding physics, the kind of, you either have grip or you don't, which doesn't feel that realistic. In here, like you're sliding, but you're still kind of in control of what's going on, so you can, like, you kind of feel where the truck is going. Look at that's something, yeah, that's something that we might need to think about in the future. I'll hit you up with something that I'll need testing done on as well, so it's always something fun for you to play around with, I guess. I mean, what the eye tracking is just, well, it is a camera sensor. It's not an actual camera. It's more of a tracking device than an actual camera. You could, well, you could call it a camera because it's detecting your eyes, so it has to have some sort of recording device in there. But Mate, it's. I'm glad that you actually mentioned that. If you're looking at testing something, yeah, the people that you test it with, like sometimes it takes, maybe not years, but you have to have a lot of faith in that person that they're just gonna keep the mod to themselves and actually test it, you know. Because you could probably get through Damien's messages and there would be 50 people asking if they can beta test some of the mods out there. Then if you just get anyone, you probably see that mod on Modland, some other page the next day. I'm not saying that everyone would do that, but it's especially a big thing in farming simulator environment. Growman playing this instead of learning. I mean, maybe you can do whatever you want, you know, whatever you wish. I'm using the SimMagic Alpha wheel. It's more of a steering wheel for sim racing than trucking. I've got a sim racing rig, so I was thinking about a trucking rig as well, which would probably fit it way better for what I do. Yeah, I play iRacing and LMU as well, so Enrique, you can get it from PNG website. You could go to the Facebook page and then just proceed to the website, and that's where you get it. Sabaman, yeah, all good, mate. All good. It's just the way that you wanted to express yourself. I guess it's fine. Yeah, look, that's a valid point. Very valid point. But to be honest, if you look at the winter experience and you get SCS on it and we get PNG on it as well, budgets will be very different from the get-go, as you could guess, but the end result might differ a lot. Zurich, I mean, you can you know, add whatever you want to the presets, but sometimes it's good to just kind of adjust it to what you want and then just to drive around. If you like to drive in the game. Am I the creator of PNG? No, but I do all the testing and other bits at PNG, so I've got my own project going on, the Project Ultimate Reshade, with reshade presets and settings, any kind of support around ETS. I do support around reshade presets, some bits with PNG, but I also have support with other mods if people need it, you know, because not everyone will have an extensive knowledge about mods. So if someone hits me up about some mod, if I know how to help out with it, I will. So Luca, you'd be surprised that one of the people, maybe a bit of an inside info, I don't know, maybe there's 20 people on the stream, it's not like the FBI is gonna get on us. there are people from SCS that are making their own mods, weather mods, trying to do texture mods and stuff like that. So yeah, there has to be some sort of an agenda in there, or some sort of a plan of what to release, when to release it, how much delay there should be on anything that they release. So. Yes, Rick, I know, I've seen it. I recognize your name. If you want to use it with SnowyMoon, it's 6.5.0 that you need. 6.51 will work as well, but anything newer than that, it will not work along with SnowyMoon, unless you want to run it without SnowyMoon. So. To check something. I heard a noise from my PC. I hope it's not going to blow up. It wouldn't be nice. I have to get a new graphics card in, and probably everything else in the PC. Do I know any secrets about that? Probably as much as you do. So thank you so much. Thank you for staying on the stream till now. I hope they have a good night as well. There's not many secrets about the V3 now. Oh, I missed the turn. Yeah, we need to turn around some. There's a petrol station and we could turn around in Neckers. Or maybe we could do that here. Let's see if we can turn around. Look, I could get made that. That's funny as hell. Yeah, but it was like a beep, and well, I don't know, I might need to reset my RAM, something like that. Chris, my FOV, I forgot, 87. Yeah, curious. Yeah, I know as much as you at the moment, so. You would most likely be able to test it before the winter is over. I can tell you that. I need to open myself a can of Coke first. Yeah, look, you see? Bits like this, those greens, veggies, that's why I got a report and we need to fix that. Not the bigger ones, because the smaller kind of Christmas trees, or smaller spruce trees, they're gonna stay, but the small weeds, they need to go. That needs to be all covered with snow. That's 677 kilometers. We're getting a bit low on fuel. We might need to top up our fuel. Yeah, you gotta have an eagle eye, yeah. Look, 100%, mate. That was, to be honest, with the way F1 is at the moment, with just kind of having the overtakes done by DRS, and you're not really like, it's a strategy as well. Like, why would you risk in a corner section when you can just weigh out? Yeah, don't try to actually lose that much tires during the corner section and then just try to attack with DRS. What the boss done, that was a bold attempt in a long kind of a corner, and he did not have any DRS, so it was a bit more exciting than a normal overtake, I guess. Cybrex Fox, thanks so much for the sub, man. Luca, what's your favorite F1 driver? I'll ask that. I promise there won't be any issues because of that. If you tell me, you know, I'll respect any decision that you take. Yeah, Artie might be, okay, that's fine. I just read your comment, it's fine. As long as you're not happy with Norris winning, I'm fine with it. Yeah, all time or currently. As long as it's not Norris, I'm fine. Like, it can be anyone. Like, I'm not the biggest Lewis. Like, I respect Lewis, yeah, but I'm not like a biggest Lewis fan. But like, if you take Lewis over Norris, man, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna change the frame rate of the snow falling. Unfortunately, Sebastian Vettel, yeah, that's fine. I like Max, so anything Red Bull related is fine. Despite the team being a bit dodgy from time to time. We're gonna top up fuel so you can see how much we were actually sliding. We came in hot into that gas station. Yeah, Alonso is fine. I like Alonso. Yeah, but I remember him from like the Renault days. The classic Telefonica. Brandon on the blue and yellow Renault. But he was running that with Truly and Physicality, I think. Well, Truly at some point and Physicality as well. I'm not sure in what order though. Yeah, it does look very natural, yeah. Yeah, Verstappen is a bit different. Like, I understand that a lot of people call him cocky and disrespectful. Or maybe not disrespectful, because he's not disrespectful, but he's pushing. So whenever he's on it, he's on it. He means it. Unfortunately, the car wasn't that great this year. I mean, look at Tsunoda. The guy was nowhere to be found most of the season. And if you compare Tsunoda to Checo, I mean, the difference is massive. Yeah, look, a multi-21 set. Multi-21. Yeah, Rosberg and Hamilton, yeah. Surprising Skoda. How you doing? This is Toby Eye Tracker. It's not in VR. Yeah, we can open the window. Close it. Yeah, look at multi-21. I'm gonna have that conversation with that bus that's trying to overtake me. Terrazzo, we've got 570 kilometers left now. Guess we're gonna change the skybox that we've got, because we go up to 4 skyboxes. So do we got the 5th one? Got the 5th one, 2nd one, 3rd one. Stay with the 3rd one for now. Surprising Skoda, thanks so much. Actually, this one is not much different to the previous one. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, the effect of snow is not quite there. I mean, there will be compromises that you need to take in there. Not everything, like, what we're doing here is basically changing the whole texturing of the whole game, so there will be bits where things could be improved, but there's also limitation to it as well, so you won't be able to get all of it done. I mean, from my point of view, the road textures, the snow, the light, and the skyboxes, this is the main bit. The snow on the glass is important as well, But yeah, there's some things that you will not be able to perfect, as it's we're not the owners of the game engine. We don't have the exclusive right to do anything we want within the game engine. So we're just working with the limitations that are set by whatever game engine version and abilities we've got. Because if you'd have your own game engine, and let's say SCS was to make Winter, yeah, and they've got all of the engine available to it, they could get someone to adjust bits as they go. If you're working with something that is closed, like modders for ETS2 and ATS2, we're working on whatever's there, and if you're unable to find a workaround for it, then just certain bits are not going to be improved. And I think it's Damien's favorite word, to be honest, compromises, if it comes to PNG, because you always have to sacrifice something so the other bit is working as well. When you're doing your lighting or your skyboxes, there's always going to be an effect that will prevent another effect from looking bad. So you always have to balance it out with something. Why SCS have not hired me? Because I most likely do not have the required education to be working for SCS, and I don't think that they would use my skills in any way, to be honest. I don't think that I would be very needed in the SCS environment. Like, you'd think that working for SCS would be exciting as well. I mean, you could work there, but then if you're making mods or anything else around ETS and ATS, you do whatever you want. You choose what you do. In there, you've got an assignment that you need to do. You got a certain strategy, so should they learn from me? They should learn from Damien a bit more, but I don't, as I said, I don't know if they're much well, they see the mods, they know what's what. I don't know if they're that interested in it. They could improve a lot of things now, and I agree that they could improve a lot of things by it. We're gonna do Skybox 1 because we've not driven this one that much today. Yeah, that fog on Skybox 1 is very nice. It gives a Silent Hill kind of a vibe. just having a drink. Almost run off the road. No, I changed the weather with commands. I've added commands at the bottom. You see I've got my command console at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, if you just drive normally without changing anything, the weather would change with time. But I'm not going to be waiting for weather to change, as I want to display all kind of options for you guys. See the command console at the bottom of the screen, yeah? That's how I change it. But sometimes I don't actually stop driving. I've got the shortcuts in there already, so I can just change it quickly. Get the fog lights going. Yeah, better visibility. $440 kilometers left. The way that engine brake works in snow is funny. You know what? Look, I don't really like driving at night, but I don't mind it here. I think it looks very good at night time. Does it feel off? I don't know. I don't mind it. But as I said, I don't really drive that much at night. I prefer daytime. I mean nighttime. It's 4 p.m. Wait, I don't know if it was the wheel slip that was causing the brake engine. Cause like, I don't know that. Or maybe need to change the transmission on it. I'll need to see, because in real life, would you apply engine brake in snow? I mean, I guess you would. It's just if it comes to snowy conditions, how much would that affect it? I'm not a real truck driver, so I wouldn't know that, but okay guys, we're gonna skip the night as we drove in it for quite a bit now. We'll do 8 a.m. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. It don't make sense to use it, but look, even the ornaments here, they look quite nice in that setting. Luca, are you driving any trucks at the moment? Or... 'cause I'm not sure if I had a conversation with you or someone else that's saying that they were driving some trucks. May another attempt. Sebastian Vettel is trying to overtake me. How you doing, my man? I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for being on the stream yesterday. I'm glad that you decided to join in today as well. Say 2191. Thanks so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Guys, we've still got 351 kilometers left. What time is it now? It's 10 PM UK time. It's not that bad. Ładnie to wygląda. Teraz I'm glad that you're liking it. Well, you already said that you like to watch ETS2, so that's perfect for you. This is with reshade, but it's a version for PNG Winter Experience. It's not as extensive as some of the reshades that I make myself, but it's a reshade that is going to come with the Winter Experience. D-course, I'm unable to translate your comment now. I'll have a look at it after stream. Yeah, thanks so much, mate. Thank you, mate. Bartek, hey. How you doing today? Yeah, so ETS2 has come a long way in its modding scene as well. When you look at how ETS2 looked 5-6 years ago, totally different product. Luca, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, am I popular now? I don't know. I wasn't really thinking of where it's going to go. I wanted to publish it and then just go with it from the start. You know, I wasn't really thinking if I'm going to be popular or not. Yeah, Bartek, we're trying to keep the chat in English. You can write in Polish and my answer in English. It would be easier. Just so we're all on the same page. I'm popular. Well, that's it's nice to hear. I mean, probably more to some people than others, as not everyone uses the same kind of mods. Not everyone is into the same kind of mods. So, well, thanks so much, Sean Hamilton. How you doing, my man? Glad that you're here, mate. Glad that you decided to stop by and have a look in the PNG winter experience. Luca, thank you, mate. Yeah, I knew that it looked good. I knew that it looks different to others, because there's a lot of reshades on the internet, you know, a lot. I just wanted to make something a bit more natural and not as heavy on the performance as others. But I said there's a lot of people doing them, and yeah. But I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I'm glad that all the people that are with Project Ultimate Reshade, they're enjoying the work as well. As I mentioned that yesterday, as to something looking realistic, and it's kind of opinion based on what is looking realistic. I always wanted to achieve a natural look, just something that looks natural, as everyone will have their own definition of what looks realistic. I wanted to kind of make a reshade that will not stand out that much, but it will hide a lot of imperfections. It will just add to the experience, but it will not overwhelm you with it. Like the goal is for you to use it, enjoy it, know what changes it brought in, but kind of forget that you're using it when you're driving. Like, you want this to be one whole thing. Good to hear that, Luca. Got 234 kilometers left. To be honest, we covered quite a lot of road today. We had around 2,000 kilometers, but it wasn't just highway driving. It was all mostly just those kind of back roads and single lane roads. apologies for the camera. Well, I've got my eye tracking and my head tracking. Whenever I'm trying to have a drink, it just goes crazy. My God, look at that. That's a long road. Maybe when I do time lapses on the Romania 1-to-1 map, sometimes it will take like, if a time lapse is like 15 minutes, most likely take me an hour and a half for a short time lapse. And then also I'm not going to include some of the parts of it. Sometimes I need to cut something out, so yeah, 4 or 5 hours from St. Petersburg to Reykjavik. That's a long road, mate. Mr. Hun, thanks so much for the sub, man. Texted, how you doing, my man? How's your evening? I'm glad that you're doing all good, mate. Wait, look, I could see you. 5 hours with that engine, oh my God. Mate, cause look, if you're driving for like 4 or 5 hours, yeah, like you want something enjoyable to hear. All you heard was just, as I said, just bang bang and then some engine brakes. Mr. Hunt, I use Sim Magic Alpha. It's a sim racing wheel. Not very kind of a truck setup. I've got a sim racing rig, but at some point maybe I'll get a second rig with a second PC just for trucking. Okay, Luca, but tell me one thing, yeah? Who gets a Greek-style Scania with 5,000 kilometers? They don't even do that, mate. They don't even do that in Greece. They'll drive 200 kilometers and then siesta. Yeah, we need to rest for 5-6 hours. No one drives an open pipe Lepidus engine for 5,000 kilometers. It's not happening. You're probably the first one that done it, you know. But that's good, yeah. The Moza with the truck wheel, it's a very good setup. Especially if you like Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, it's a very good setup for that. Yeah, look, 100%, mate. I mean, you hear the engine I'm driving? Look. Look. Just, you know, it doesn't bother me. I don't hear any whistles when the gear changes. I'm not deaf. My eardrums are all in one place. So. I'd say that's a GPS from the Globbers man, Mikkel Pedersen. I play with Toby Eye Tracker. It's not VR. Raj Gamer, how you doing, my man? Yeah, only crazy Croatian shenanigans. Yeah, texted that PNG winter is looking sick. Looking very good. Why I sit forward in the seat? I just enjoy that driving position, you know. Your normal, if you look at every SCS truck that is set, everyone kind of drives the same position. So I just enjoy driving like that. Yeah, almost tipped over, yeah. Man, you gotta watch out for that snow on the edges of the road, you know, it's very tricky. Yeah, look, you okay, you're basically driving a Supra 5,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's a way to drive as well, Mikkel. I mean, everyone has their own taste as if it comes to POV, seat settings. Well, I like to sit in that way and increase my FOV. If you have a look at the Prism 3D engine that SCS uses, it enhances the way that some textures will look and the way the light will approach the cabin with this sitting position. If you sit back, and I understand that if you're in a real truck, the sitting position might be a bit different, but I'm here to kind of enjoy on how it looks. So if I can enhance the lighting again into the cabin and just the effects in general, that's the position that I'll use. Luca, have a look and pay. Well, the dirt add-on, you mean the I think that's what I posted today. That's a continuation of it. It's just that there'll be different scales of it. What I posted, you might not be able to see it that clearly in the pictures. Well, if you have a look at it close up, you'll see that. But there'll be different levels of that distortion in the camera. Yes, Luca, but also you need to increase the FOV. If you keep FOV at 60, it will not give you the same result if you increase the FOV. If you keep it around 80, 85, even the sun rays will look different to FOV of 60, 65 or 70. As I said, everyone has their own ways of enjoying the game, so we got 56 kilometers left. We're nearly there. Nearly. Yeah, look at, you can use the FOV calculator and it is correct. It's just not how I run it. I run it differently. I would increase my FOV but then bring my seat forward a lot. Marius Valdez, the way I set up my seat is a bit different to the normal camera that you'd get. So I'm using a enhanced seat mod. There's a couple of mods with the enhanced seat view on Steam. So if you have a look in Steam and you type in seat, you'll be able to get one of these mods, and then basically whatever settings you've got in your cabin seat wise, you can just change them however you want. Half Place, how you doing, my man? I'm glad that you decided to come in and have a look in the PNG winter experience. We're almost done with our journey today. We've got 30 kilometers left. We drove quite a long road today. We had 2,000 kilometers at the start, but we've used minimum amount of highways. It was only back roads that we've used, so I know we've been driving for more than 2 hours now, around 2 hours. But we're finally here. Yeah, Luca, I mean, you know, I know that it might not be what's recommended by the calculators if you have a look at it, but, you know, if the game looks good, it looks good, you know. I mean, if you have a look at like reshade graphics mods and all of that, it's basically just trial and error at the beginning. So all kinds of different settings will come and play. So if you use something that's unconventional, it's fine, as long as it looks good. You know, you're fine. The FOV and the real cam is coming next week. I would want it to be next weekend. There's still quite a bit that I need to adjust. I need to make a few versions of it with a few adjustments. Adrian, what would be the equivalent of your AMD card? Because I'm not sure If it's something like a 3060 up, then you should be fine to run it. I don't really know much about AMD cards, to be honest. Okay guys, we managed to get all the way down to north of Norway. This is the road that we took. We started here. We drove all the way down to north of Norway. Guys, I wanted to thank every one of you that stayed on the stream, that decided to comment at some point, even if it's just to say hello, say hi. Yeah, quite a bit of interesting road that we covered today. And yeah, as I said, I've not been streaming that frequently lately. I might find some more time to stream in the future, and it will include ATS and other maps as well. For now, I just wanted to kind of display the PNG winter experience and how it looks. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a good evening and enjoy your weekend, guys. Yeah, thanks so much again, and I'll see you next time. Mark Lopez, just to add, because I just see your message. Most likely next week. And Adrian, the RTX 3070 should be fine, mate. Should be